Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega occasionally. On this occasion, yes, I am pissed off again. Some fellas think, you know, I never do anything else. Some fellas said they never see me smile. So, there you go. But I'm not smiling. I'm in a beautiful place. I'm in Tlongloan, Pontootanee. This is, if you're a regular viewer to the channel, you know all about this place. This is where we come at weekends. And it really is a nice place. But look what's happened here. And this happens all the time. I don't know why we came here today. Apparently there's a job of work going on. That's what she told me, the wife. But nothing has happened so far. We came up, we got up at 6:30 this morning. We were up here for 9:30 because she stopped doing shopping and stuff like that. We arrived here and then this troop arrived. That's her brother, his wife, her first cousin and someone else and dogs. And they're all here. Let's take a look. And I'll show you. They're all eating and I'm not part of it, you see. I wasn't even asked. I wasn't even asked. And this is it. You see, this is what you got to get used to. Are you prepared for this? I mean, look at this. So they're all sitting there talking gibberish. There's Harry. Harry, do you know what's going on?
No, I'm stupid.
But what are they doing here?
Dinosaur.
Are they here to work? Are they here? Yeah. What are they going to do? It's all sitting out in the sun, and that's seafood. One of the reasons they haven't invited me, they know I won't eat seafood, and they know I won't eat food that's just left out sitting in the sun. There's the dogs, by the way. He's got something wrong with him. Look, that's a real street dog. Look at the eyes on him. And there's her cousin there washing his face. He's a real nice guy. Real nice guy. Kunjup, say hello, YouTube. Hello. Kun tamarai wini. Kibun tamarai. Tamnam. Tamnam. Unai. Where? Tong. Ah, okay. I just asked him what he's doing. This guy is the brother-in-law. He's the handyman. And I just asked him there, what's he doing? I said, Cow Tamarai, what's he doing today? And he said he's doing something with the pond. Now, I don't know what he's doing, but I've a suspicion I've seen something that might give the game away. It mightn't give the game away, but it might give us some idea as to what's going on. Because you have to second guess here all the time, and that's what it's all about. It's all about second guessing. So there we are. There's some kind of fencing. That wasn't here this morning when I came here. We came here. So there's some kind of fencing going up around the pond, the perimeter of the pond. It's absolutely unsafe. This is the thing. I'm telling you about being prepared. Are you prepared for Thailand? But if you look here, it is a lovely place. You got to admit it. It's a wonderful place. We're going to retire up here in a few years from now. It's going to happen in stages. I'm bringing one of my computers up from here and I'll be able to upload videos directly from here. But you can see here, it's unsafe. Harry could fall in there. So I'm assuming, excuse me, and it's always wrong to assume in Thailand. I'm assuming that they're going to use that fencing somewhere. My mother-in-law is 96 and that's where they wash her. She sits there and they give her a body scrub. Least said about that, the better. Huh? Yeah, I will when I finish the video. But look, this is what I mean. I've said it a million times. You've got to be prepared for this if you're married to a Thai. Just listen to this. You see, you've got to be prepared for that because you're left to your own devices. So I'm just walking around. I'm starving. I have to wait for them to finish eating. She has another meal prepared for me that doesn't involve fish or seafood that's been left out for hours on end in the blistering sun, and it is blistering. So why wouldn't you be fed up? Are you prepared for this? Did you think this would be like? This is rural Thailand. This is what it is. And you see, that crowd, you see, her family, you see, they live in each other's ears. You know, you could be here and then someone pulls up in the driveway unannounced and they go yak, 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 and you're left on your own. And yes, it's my own fault for not speaking the lingo. I'd said it before. I speak enough to get by and that's as far as I want to go with it. I mean, I don't see the point because most of the people I speak to in Bangkok have some degree of English. So, you know, it's not necessary. It's absolutely necessary. But even if I speak Thai to them, they don't understand me. And that's the most frustrating thing. And I suppose if I persevered, but how long do you persevere for? That's the thing. There's a lovely little place here. Look, this pagoda thing. This used to be the carport. And the brother-in-law actually is a great handyman. He actually converted it into this kind of seating area. And I can sometimes sit here with that fan on and just relax by myself. And I'm left to my own devices. And it's wonderful. It's fantastic to be left to my own devices. Wow, it's hot. And you see, that's another thing you got to be aware of. Bangkok is not as hot as this, and we're 53. Is it about 50 kilometres north of Bangkok? This place is like a furnace. It's an absolute furnace. This is heading towards mid-November, the latter half of the early part of November, let's say. And it's not as blistering as it has been. But God, it's hot. I mean, it's absolute. This is the dry season now. Have a look at the grass there. It's scorched, and this is only about a week after the rainy season is finished. That'll give you an idea how hot it actually gets. So I'm here, and I'm going to continue to monitor what's going on, and we'll come back very shortly when we find out what they're doing, and we'll see what's going on. Okay, it's a couple of hours later, lads, and I still don't know what's going on. I said I'd come back to you on this, and I have. He's using that equipment without ear protection. That's what Thais do as well, by the way. And no eye protection either. Look. I mean, why would you do that? Even standing where I'm standing, that's damn loud, and I'm about 3 metres away from him. Here we go, typical Thai. Surely you'd wear some goggles doing that. It would just take one spark from that to get into your eye. Look. Let's take a closer look. No eye protection, no ear protection. Anyway, that's what he's doing. He's preparing the bars there to make some kind of frame or something for this. We'll come back in a few minutes. It'll be a couple of seconds for you, and we'll see exactly what he's putting together here. By the way, he damaged his eyesight about 2 or 3 years ago, spot welding without goggles, and he had to wear sunglasses for about 3 or 4 months after. His eyes were completely damaged. But that's what he does. He does that. He welds without eye protection. I've seen lots of Thais doing it. Some of them just wear sunglasses. Some of them just look away. They position the weld where they want to do it, and they start welding and trying to look the other way and glance back every now and again to see if they're doing it right. It's incredible. Anyway, he's finished his cutting, and let's see what he's putting up. Well, guys, I didn't miss it. I just stayed away. What he was doing there was he was making support beams for this frame for where the mother-in-law gets her bath, let's say. And the reason I stayed away is because he was spray painting it, and the fumes were going everywhere, and he wasn't wearing a face mask. And I won't show you, but my son is right beside me. Probably here. They're in a paddling pool, 1 metre. I'll just show you the edge of the pool there. I can still smell it. I mean, you might think I'm being ridiculous. I'm not being ridiculous. I don't know the way these people think. I don't know how their mind works. But it doesn't work the same way as us. It really doesn't. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, being prepared for Thailand. Huh? Where is it? Okay. She's after telling me to get her bag. She's going to pay the guys. Kapow is the Thai for bag. It's also the Thai for wallet. It's also the Thai for pocket. It's a very limited language. It was, you know, I'm going to say this. People say I should learn Thai. Thai is a primitive language. And you see, that's not meant as insulting. Look up the definition of primitive. It is primitive. It hasn't changed for millennia. And it is a primitive language. I mean, you've got the word kapow for your, this is a kapow, your bag is a kapow, and our handbag is a kapow. But you know, they differentiate by a wallet is kapow, stang is money, and kapow gang is this is the kapow she's talking about. Is it the right one? It is. She's got some cash in that, so she's paying off the guys here for whatever they were doing today, cutting the grass, putting the support beams in there for the mother-in-law's wash base or bathing base, and the spray painting, which has probably rendered my son into some degree of ill health. And I couldn't say anything about it because I'd be shot down. Where is she? She doesn't like to appear on camera, so I won't include her. There's the culprit there. There's the brother-in-law. Nice fella, but doesn't listen to reason. Okay. There you go. Anyway, I don't know if that's a wrap, because there's some solar panels there, which I think he's probably going to put up. Let's see if he does. But you see, health and safety, this is it. Health and safety doesn't exist in Thailand. And I might sound as if I'm complaining, but that's one of the benefits of living here. You can do your own thing. You're not governed by you're not governed by an authority. Well, you are, of course, there's authorities in Thailand, but they don't bother their asses of whether or not you wear safety goggles or whether or not you wear earmuffs using a jackhammer. They don't wear earmuffs using jackhammers, by the way. And you don't wear, isn't it funny? They wear face masks. A large proportion of Thais still wear face masks, and it's funny, they wear face masks on motorcycles, and they don't wear motorcycle helmets. I mean, come on, getting your priorities mixed up. And they don't wear face mask. He might wear a face mask when he's on public transport. That's a brother-in-law, but he won't wear a face. I'm just standing in the shade here. He won't wear a face mask when he's spray painting. I don't know. I really don't know. That's why I keep saying it. You've got to be prepared for this kind of stuff. And you might say, why do I let it get to me? It doesn't really get to me, but it gets to me when my son is exposed to the fumes of spray paint. And if I say anything, I'll be shot down. Believe me, I would have been shot down. God, it's hot. I'm in my bare feet. So there he goes there now, and I don't know what he's at with his. That's her cousin. I think he's heading home. He's got paid and he's got his bag of grub. They're very traditional Thai. Her family are so traditional. The fella in the blue hat is my brother-in-law. That's her brother. He's the same age as me, and he's so goddamn traditional. In his house, in his place he lives in Bangkok, they don't have a bed. They've got some mattress on the floor. Real traditional Thai. Nothing wrong with it. But that's what they are. He's packing up to go. He's done his day's work. So that those solar panels, I assume they're not going to be dealt with today, although they're only taking out the packaging. So maybe they are. I don't know. Maybe he's not packing up to go home. But those that fencing there hasn't been dealt with yet. Again, as I said, you got to second guess everything here. Oh, he's going. He's heading. Or else he's just going somewhere to get something. I don't know if he's going home or not. Maybe he is. Again, I'm not clued in to what's going on. So I think he is. I'm not too sure. Is his wife still here? Oh no, he's not going. He's going off to get something. The reason I know that is because his grandkid is still here. They're looking after the grandkid. That happens in Thailand a lot. The grandparents take care of their grandkids because the young people, the young ones we call them in Ireland, the young ones go off and live their lives and leave the responsibility of bringing up the kids to the grandparents. So there you go. He's going to come back and we're going to see him maybe putting up the solar panels and maybe dealing with that bit of fencing. This is a long process. We started this video about 3 hours ago. Now, it hasn't been 3 hours for you because I've been taking breaks because of the heat, and they've been eating and they've been doing all their things, and he's gone off to get something there now. Probably. Yes, Meow? Huh? Put a shirt on Harry. That's what I got to do. Okay, lads, I'll put a shirt on Harry and I'll wait for him to come back, and I'll come back to you when he got back. And one thing I've neglected to mention, he never ever talks to me. None of them ever do. That, by the way, is an ornament. I think it's ornamental. I think it's probably an antique. It looks too elaborate to be an antique. Look, it's cut out of a solid piece of wood. It's an old longboat. I'm sure it was in use at one stage. It's not sea-worthy, river-worthy, or canal-worthy, or anything worthy at this stage. Only worthy of a storage unit, and that's what it is. So what he's going to do now is, I've checked with my wife. Those panels have just been rested there, so I don't know what's going to happen to them. He's going to put up the solar lights. I don't know where he's going to put them. There's these solar lights that my wife has bought, and he's going to put them up somewhere. And let's see where he's going to do it. I'm sure you'll find this interesting. I hope you do. But there he is, getting his step ladder. Off we go. He's actually older than me. I'm 60 in 4 days' time. He's about 3 or 4 years older than me. Fit as a fiddle. Anyway, here we go. Flimsy ladder. Maybe I should be holding the ladder for him, but I've seen them working with bamboo ladders. Have you ever been to Thailand? They work with bamboo ladders on the side of, let's say, cable poles or pylons, and they don't have anyone holding the ladder, and the ladder is leaning against the pole on the roadway, and any car could come along and clip it. Anyway, here we go. So he's marking out, is he? Where he wants to put his drill bit. Yeah. There we go. Satisfying, huh? Simple as that. Simple when you know what you're doing. And the same with the other side. He's flipping it around now because he had it the wrong way up. It might be me, but that, oh, it does marry up, but it's not exact. Snug as a bug in a rug. There you go now. working perfectly. There you go. That's solar light number 1. Marking out his holes. What's that? We're on the flight path here to Dong Mung. It's about 20 kilometres away. So he has his bracket up. Solid as a rock. Perfect. So easy when you know how. Is that the job done? Or this thing has to go up? I thought they had solar panels on the tops of the lights, but that's probably the master one. Let me know. I don't know what you know about these things, but I don't know damn all. That's a double negative. I don't know damn all. Or I know damn all. What am I saying? So this seems to be more of an elaborate kind of job. I don't know. If I'm talking in a fairly sedate mode, it's because of the heat, lads. It really is overwhelming. And there's yet another light or panel to go up. Oh, another light. This is the dogs. I won't say because I'll lose my monetization. That's not solar, I think. Oh no, it is. So that's where they're putting it. So what do you got? Just clamping it onto the... oh, it's for the gate. I didn't even know that we had access to in there. I didn't even know that was our land. I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Oh, do you know what? It's the relatives' land. Oh, everyone who lives on this road, the road out there, they're all related. So the wire is actually lower than the gate. You see that? So what are they going to do here? So you got a remote control. But you see, this is what I would call typical Thai. The wire is lower than the gate. So if you open that gate at night, well, you'll have the light there presumably. But will you see that black wire? There you go. You'll probably clothesline yourself going through that. But they don't seem to care. Are you prepared for that? So as far as they're concerned, that's job done. And as far as I'm concerned, lads, that's job done for me too. God, it's been a long day. It's just gone 4:05 in the afternoon. So you've seen how Thais do it. You've seen how life is. Well, you've seen a glimpse of life in rural Thailand. You see how I am excluded. How I probably leave myself excluded by not speaking the language. But I still can't fathom the way they do things. Spraying the spray paint without protection, using that, what is it, not a lathe, but the disc cutter, whatever, someone's going to tell me what that is, without ear protection or eye protection, and putting up the light there with the solar panel and the wire running at least 6 inches south of the top of the gate. So there you go. That's the way it goes here in Thailand. That's the way it goes in this channel. I bring it to you straight. I hope you enjoyed the video, lads. If you have done, click that like button, the share button, subscribe button. Do all those wonderful things. I'm roasting toast and I'm going to have a cold shower. I'll see you again very soon. Thanks for joining me.